trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, gaining the stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming time. CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming. Driving through stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming.
Hello, good morning, welcome to another stream back on Euro Trucks today. Back on Grand Utopia map. Downloaded a new version of the map this morning, version 1.8. I think it was a 1.18. So yeah, not much has changed. They just added an island in that used to be for the people that used to have the Patreon, so they've been going through and opening up those maps now so that you don't have to pay any money if you don't want to for some of the maps now. The Patreon island is still locked behind the Patreon, but everything else has been unlocked. Good morning, Wazzies, how are you? Good to see you. Anyway, let's get into the game again, and then we'll just carry on where I left off in the last stream for this. Just got up and first coffee. Oh, nice. Right. I'll turn that off. I forgot I had the music on. Right, anyway, this is where we were. We were at, on the Grand Utopia map, we were at Gerzat here, and I've just dropped off like a bulldozer type thing, or a roller. And getting ready to go again. So this is the Grand Utopia map, for those of you who don't know what it is. It's a 1-to-1 scale fictional map, and there's quite a lot here. And this used to be an island that you used to get if you paid like some towards a Patreon every month, but now it's been unlocked, so even if you don't have Patreon, you can now drive there again. Anyway, we'll have a quick look on Freight Market and see what jobs that we got coming from here. Let's have a look. I can find where my goes at. Here we go. So we got quite a few jobs here that we can do. We can do a power pack, JCBs, down all the way down here, or we can do some motorbike tyres, horse trailers, rough terrain forklifts, fresh herbs, pork, logs, electronics. Morning, Katie. I fancy doing a bit of a longish job to start off with, so maybe we'll do the power packs. I think what do you fancy in chat? Have a look through motorcycle tyres, horse trailers, rough terrain forklifts, fresh herbs. Is there anything there that takes your fancy? Potatoes, well, we've got enough potatoes here already. Now obviously the power pack is the longest one, and then horse trailers down to Rombas, for example. That might not be a bad. Tyres, yeah, we did some tyres yesterday, and the trailer's not very exciting, is it? So I don't know. I mean, I know it seems a bit unfair. I ask chat to help, and then I go, "Oh no." But I suppose the only advantage of the motorcycle tyres is that we're already at the drop-off place. But I kind of like the horse trailer. Lol, never mind. What do you think? I don't know if Katie's here. What does Katie think? Would Katie like the tyres as well? I've actually been to I have been there before. I'll tell you what, as you were kind enough. Hey Carter, oh, while you're here, Carter, have a look through the list of these jobs. See if there's any that you would fancy. There's power pack, JCB, motorbike tyres, horse trailers, forklifts, fresh herbs, porks, logs, potatoes, cottage cheese, electronics. Oh, nothing. I was just going through and asking if what chat thought about what you guys thought about loads already. Rosie's has said about motorcycle tyres. Cheese, of course. Ah, cheese. Cottage cheese. I tell you what, as good old Rosie's was the first in there, I think we'll do his tyres, and then we'll pick another one after that, I think. And then what we'll do is then in the next one, if there's any cheese, and then if there's any cheese in the next one, then we'll take some cheese, I think. Where are we dropping off? Oh, we're dropping off at wherever that is. Right, we'll do this one. So I'm in my Iveco, because that's the only truck that I've got at the minute with my monies. And we'll go and pick this up. It's a bit cloudy today here, isn't it? It's like it's going to rain. Now the marker must be up here somewhere. Oh, here we go. There's the job. It's that little container there. Motorbike tyres. Let's see if we can. No, we'll keep as is actually. Right, we'll do that. Hey, no worries, Rosie's. I asked in chat if anyone wanted the deliveries, and you were the first to sort of answer, so. At least it kind of does go with the truck in a way. At least the trailer matches colour-wise. Right, so we've got 53 kilometres, so this is going to be about a 50-minute drive more or less, or a bit longer depending on me driving. I think I've got to turn right here, haven't I? Because yeah, it's one way. It's a one way. People waiting at a bus stop there, look. They're all waiting for the new coaches to arrive. When's the coaches coming? You can see on this map that the bus stops have already got an icon listed there. So there's another bus stop over there. Oh, hang on a minute. How's that work? Oh no, did I go the wrong way? Oh dear. Well, okay, I can't go that way then. I have to go round in circles. This is like the last stream all over again. Let's just go round and round in circles. Oh dear. Right, anyway, we'll try and work out how to get out of here. I think I should have... that's what happens. I'm gonna see if I can do better this time. Oh dear, right. I did say it was going to take 50 minutes, but it might be a bit longer than that now. Right. Must be a way out of here. How'd you get out of here then? Can't go that way. Must be up. It must be here. Right. Okay. We've got to go up here, and then we can then. Yeah. Right. There we go. We've done it now. I don't think anyone noticed, which is good. Oh. Well, here we go. 4% damage. So it begins. Don't know what I hit there. I think I must have hit Superman again. Right. Ba, ba, ba. So yeah, you can get the Grand Utopia map from Trucky.io, which is a website where you have lots of Euro Truck and American Truck mods, maps, trailer packs and stuff. think they took that from the France DLC. I think Leon has that up there on the thing like that. Anyway, 51 kilometers to go. We might be coming off in a minute, so I might have to go over to the other lane. I think. Crazy road network around here. Saw that motorbike in my mirrors. Make sure I didn't pull out. Motorbike was easy to miss, yeah. Could see it in my mirror. Bus as well, I can see in the distance there. Oh, we haven't got another detour again, have we? Why is there always a detour when I well, we'll have to find another way to go. What's all going on? See how this detour goes. It's already added another 8 minutes on. You prefer ETS? Yeah, a lot of people tend to like ETS over ATS. I play ETS more. So, right, we're at the airport now. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh dear, looks like there's me landing. I don't know how we're going to get around this though. I think I might just do a U-turn here instead of going around all the houses. A naughty U-turn. See what happens. No idea what this diversion's gonna do. Oh. They're both there as well. Okay. Right, I'll have to try and think of a way I'm going to be able to get on this road somehow. Because it's blocked off both ways. So I'm going to have to take quite a big detour. So I need to park up somewhere and work out how I'm going to get to this place. The thing is, I even had that on my settings, really low settings, so I didn't really want it to come up so much, but I guess it still does. Can't go that way. Well, I'm going to park over here a minute because I need to look at my see if I can, how I'm going to get to my destination. Right, let's have a look at the map here. So I'm here. Okay, so trouble is I can't get on that road. I wonder how I'm going to get over there. So hard to work out. Yeah, because it's trying to get on this road here, but the trouble is that it's blocked it off. So there you go. I could go this way, I think. Hang on. I could go. I could go straight ahead, and then I could go around on this road up here. So I have to do that, I think. Yeah, it's added another little bit on, but there you go. Oh well, a little bit of fun. £1. Yeah, so that added about another 20 minutes on. Never mind. It is what it is. Let's just hope there's not a detour of the detour. Oh look, there's the Eiffel Tower. Down this one, come on. That 747 going off. Here we go on to the N3. Be like a coastal road, so it'd be quite picturesque. Oh, some planes landing there. going alongside the airport at the minute. Oh, 737 coming into land. That's got good brakes. Managed to get buses working. Oh, you mean D-bus? Yeah. Yeah, you get some routes, and then you get the passengers that get on and that. But at least in Truckers MP with D-bus, you actually see the route on a GPS, because normally when you use D-bus outside of Truckers MP, you don't see the GPS line, so you have to kind of know where the bus stops are yourself. I mean, I tried D-bus when it first come out, but the thing is, it's just like Truckers MP in general, you know, you drive around and it's just so quiet everywhere, most of the time. But I tried it when they first put it in, and it was very hit and miss with people. There were some truck drivers that didn't like the buses at all, and there was a couple of times when I was just driving and they were trying to ram you off the road because you were driving a bus. So yeah, I didn't really drive on there much. Yeah, it'd be a lot better when there's actually like an official thing. I mean, you can just download a bus with a reskin and just drive it around and pretend you're driving somewhere, you know, just make up a route yourself. I mean, I've done that sometimes, just get a coach and then you just do a free roam and then just say, well, I'm going to pick up here and pick up there, and then do it like that. But I was really on my side of the road there. Going around the perimeter of the airport at the minute. Oh, there's a 747 in my mirrors there, taking off. Railway line there. See if we see any trains in a minute or not. The bill got X-Plane 12. Oh, okay. There was a lot of announcements at the minute because there's an FS Expo going on in America. So they were announcing quite a lot of things. new hardware and new add-ons. Not exactly London to Brighton, that line, is it? I mean, I had X-Plane 11, but I didn't really have many planes for it. The only mod that I used to use of X-Plane 11 was the Zebo mod for the 737. And that was about it, really. And just had like hundreds of gigabytes of photo tiles that I had to use to download. Right, now we're back to 49 kilometers after that detour. I think he said 500 gigabytes. Yeah, that's just for the base game, I think. But then you've got to then download, you know, tile proxy or whatever it was if you wanted to make your own photo tiles, which you then had to run and then store. So then that took up terabytes. You know. I think there's a utility now you can get for X-Plane that kind of downloads photo tiles as you fly now, but yeah. It's still not going to be like MSFS. And they updated the they updated the weather engine a little bit. As I said, it's still a bit hit and miss, you know. A lot of people still like X-Plane. You like bus mode for ETS? Are you talking about the one that they've been announced in Rosie's? Because that's not out yet, if you mean that one. But you can get bus mods and just drive around, but I don't know if you've ever tried OMSI Rosie's, because that's a very good bus simulator. Yeah, the graphics are limited because it's a very old game, but it still seems to, like, even though it's very old, very buggy, it still seems to be like the standard that everyone else has to try and beat. Although ETS buses will be a different kettle of fish, because that's more about just using the game engine and just driving from A to B and chilling, taking people. But obviously if you want all in-depth things about all the controls that work on a bus and all that kind of stuff, then I think OMSI's kind of like, you know, the standard. Even though it doesn't have the best graphics or anything. And it can be a bit temperamental. Yeah, I think you said you're console only, aren't you? Yeah, you're without a PC, yeah. I mean, on the console you've got the bus and firm bus and those kind of things. Yeah, I mean you can drive a bus in ETS. I mean you can download mods. I mean I've done it myself a few times with a Brazil map where I've driven coaches, and you'll get a mod, and then you go to a pickup place, and then you just park up, and then they'll have some, like, your cargo will look like 2D passengers, and then you basically park next to them, and then it'll say that you've loaded them, and then you drive them to another bus place somewhere else, which is alright. Yeah, I don't like Fernbus myself. I just couldn't really. I mean, okay, you get like the bit where you can walk around. It's a bit like Train Sim World with conductor mode, where you can check people's tickets and things. But I mean, I got it, and then I was just like, oh, this is not really. I was not really getting into it, really. And I saw people play like Tourist Bus, which is like kind of like another version of Fernbus, really, isn't it? But it's just on an island where you, and then they do one with like a DLC to do with soccer teams or something, football teams or something like that. But and then also you can get D-Bus, which I've tried. But the trouble with D-Bus is that you basically need to know where your bus stops are, because it won't draw it on the map. You can go into the map and do it yourself, but it's not like you load up a route and it's already on a GPS for you to follow. So if you don't know where the bus stop is, it can be a bit of a nightmare to find it. D-Bus is supported on this map, for example, which is why there's lots of bus stops on this map. So you can choose a certain route and then drive it, but then you need to know what stops there are. Where. Otherwise, yeah, you get a bit stuck. Yeah, but like I said, if you get in GeForce Now, then there are some games you can play on your console still. But you've got to have a good internet connection, because you've got to stream them through your console to your telly or whatever. As I said, a lot of people that have ETS on console, they use GeForce Now to do it. But then that's a subscription in itself, isn't it? So it's more cost. But I think at some point ETS and ATIS will be out on console anyway, because they're certainly going that way. Well, you can get Flight Sim on a console already. You can get Flight Sim MSFS on an Xbox already, but you've got to have a Series S or X. And then if ETS comes to console, then you don't really need a PC at all, in a way. Although, you know, to get the best experience of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you really need to have it on a PC, because there are some add-ons that don't work on a console, like the thanks for just putting across there like that fire truck. You know, like the Fenix A320 doesn't work on a console, for example. And then some add-ons don't work on consoles either, but oh, you have PlayStation Network. Yeah, I don't know if as I said, I don't know if GeForce Now works on PlayStations now either. But yeah, you won't be able to get MSFS if it's on a thing. Although I did hear rumours that apparently Microsoft were thinking about having it on the PlayStation at some point, but I don't know if that was just a load of rubbish or not. I know they were talking about having it on the Switch 2 as well, which has only just come out, I think, the Switch 2, so I don't know. The only thing you won't be able to do if it does come on console for ETS is there'll be a lot of mods that you can't get, but all the official sceneries you can get, but a lot of things like modded maps like I'm on now won't work on a PlayStation or whatever, or an Xbox, because there's no way for them to get onto the console in the first place. Because on the PC you have to download these and then you have to put them in a folder, and you can't do that on a console. So you'd be stuck with the official stuff in a way, which isn't a bad thing. I suppose this bit reminds me of the Netherlands or the east coast of the UK, where it's all flat, not very hilly, although there is a hill over there, so yeah, maybe it's just a little bit more hilly than what it is in the Netherlands, but 36 minutes to go. This cloud doesn't want to go away, does it? Looks like we've got a toll booth coming up, or of some sorts. You better wait for me, my friend. Right, where should I go? Straight ahead, maybe? Yeah, I don't want to pay with cash, I want to pay with my telepass thing. Go up to 90 kilometers on here. Oh, it's starting to rain. I think. Well, it might not be. Actually, I think it's just the scenery. It's just the hills refreshing. Where they're drawing the hills in the distance, I think. At first I thought it was like water on the windscreen, but it wasn't. Got a retarder on here, I don't think. Oh. Wrong button. Half an hour to go. City over there. Another bus station on the map there. Right, I've got a toll booth coming up. Everyone's just pushing in. £6. It's not bad, I suppose, considering. Oh gosh, he was really moving there. Right, 30 minutes to go. I think I might need to go into the middle lane, maybe. Through a town. City, something like that anyway. Michael Keane, 25, thank you for the follow, hope you're well. Just on Grand Utopia map at the moment on ETS2. Taking some motorbike tyres. "25 kilometres left." So we're going to, let's see, Uskul Trans. I can't pronounce that place very well. Nuilog. Probably messed that up big time. Another toll booth coming up. Got a bus coming up on my left. So this is another start of a toll booth, another start of a toll road apparently. Sort of jobs we have at the other end. Could probably do one more. See what shows up. like we've got a bridge coming up in the distance there. You have to take another look. Yeah, as I was saying, he's unlocked a lot of the map, because before, Katie, there were some maps that you couldn't get unless you were a Patreon. But he did a like a poll last month, and then a lot of people that were patrons said that they they'd support him, you know, no matter what kind of thing. So he thought, well, I'll do a poll to see if people don't mind if I put a lot of my content out there. I think what it was, although I'm not sure, was that one of his maps got leaked out, and then people started downloading it, even though obviously they weren't like a Patreon. So he thought, well, I might as well put the rest out. So all the maps that he's done, apart from the Patron Island, which obviously is still for patrons, which is just a small map, he's basically put all the maps out now, so you don't have to pay a monthly fee to play some of the maps. You can literally like download them now, and then if you want to support him, you can. And some people still said they would support him every month anyway, whether the maps were out there or not. So you can go to so I think he's you know, you'll still, if you're a patron, you still get the Patron Island you can download, but everything else he'll just put onto truckymods.io. Because originally, like for example, that map I started on the other day with the yacht, that used to be a map that you had to be a Patreon member to get, but now it's all included on here. So for example, there was a new version of this map that came out yesterday or the day before, and that's also got an island on it now that you used to have to be a patron to be able to play. So yeah, I think what it was he was doing a version of Grand Utopia for American Truck Sim, and then I think someone took it and then put it out on the site out there, and loads of people downloaded it, and I think he was just like, oh, I don't know why bother. So I think that's kind of what made him decide to do what he was going to do. Because people said, you know, well, I don't mind, you know, still giving you something every month, whether the maps are out there or not. So, you know, if you become a Patreon, then you can download Patreon Island, or Patron Island, or whatever it's called, but all the rest that you used to have to pay like a monthly fee to get access to, you know, or you didn't have to pay every month, but basically it was like if you wanted certain maps, you had to pay like a couple of, you know, £2 or £3 a month to get access to some maps, and then you could download them, and then when they were out again, you could repay. I suppose it's a bit like pro mods in a way, isn't it? I mean, you can support them if you want to, and or you can download them all for free. So I don't know. 'But I think he, like I say, he did a poll, and I think about 70% of his people that answered it said that they would still do it. So he probably thought, well, you know, that's still not too bad, is it? And then if people download some of his maps and then they wanted, and they can obviously donate a bit to them if they want to. 11 kilometres to go, about another 12 minutes driving. Yeah, it's about a 1 gig download, this map. I think 1.2 gigabytes now. He wanted to fly this morning, Tunisia to the Czech Republic. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of flight sim this morning. I was just having a look at the Piper Dakota that was given away free to 2024 people again. It's a Coronado plane. So I was playing about with that this morning. But if you want it on 2020, I think it's about £12, I think. But on 2024 it's given away for free. Because it's one of the planes that they're giving away for free as a sorry that we messed up 2024 so much. So it was like the latest local legend, whatever it was. Because they also released a city update yesterday, but I think it's for 2024 at the minute. I don't know if it's out for 2020 as well. But that's just some updates to like New York and Boston, I think. Just the photogrammetry areas, really. Yeah, I'm waiting for the 2024 compatibility updates to come out for the 7.3. Oh look, there's one of your trailers there, got your name on the back. K. I actually saw, when I was flying this morning, I was flying around the Solent and there was like a car transporter and that had the letter K written on the side as well. You have to admit, I'm a bit underwhelmed. It's like nothing's happened. That's how it is in real life though, Katie. Apparently, people that fly in real life, they say that it's so easy to like do nice landings with it, apparently. I think it's because the suspension's really good on it, you know, the bogies or whatever. So you can kind of land it quite rough, but it kind of cushions it so you don't really feel it. I mean, I remember one time I was on a 777 going to Chicago, and I remember landing at Chicago, and I didn't even know we'd landed yet. I was waiting for the bump that you get normally when you land, and there wasn't a bump. And then all of a sudden, I could see the reversers and the spoilers come up, and I thought, oh, we did touch down, but didn't even feel it. Because I was waiting for the, like the jolt that you normally get. But then there wasn't any. So I wasn't sure if I'd landed or not. No. I mean, there's a guy on YouTube, right, and he has to fly the 777 a lot because he always ferries all these aircraft around, and he just says that the 777 is such an amazing plane to land. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do bad landings in the 777. You probably do in certain conditions. But I mean, if you're just landing it like normal and it's like a normal day and it's not crazy winds or crosswinds or anything, you probably can just land it and you'd like, oh, well, did I get it down? I don't know. I think it's just because the undercarriage is just really good at cushioning everything. I mean, I saw a 777 land the other day in a crosswind and it was like really bad, but then, I'm just talking about the normal weather, normal day, normal conditions. You haven't got an urgency to land it or anything. You just, fly it in. And that was like what it was like for me, Katie. It was like that. I was like looking out the window and I was like thinking, did we actually land? And then when the reversers and the reverse thrust come up, then I thought, oh, we must have done. 737 is more like I need to go to the dentist. Well, if you keep landing in farmers' fields, I'm not surprised. I bet Katie was waiting for that as well. Oh look, a nice little windmill. I wonder what DLC... Oh, I think that was from the base game, isn't it? From the Amsterdam area. I think in ETS, I think they took that windmill from, if I remember. That's quite an old asset, I think, that one. Right, 3 kilometres left. Yeah, funny story about that though. There's like a bug at the moment in Sim Update 3 beta. Right, and what happens is if you go to drone cam, the drone cam spawns somewhere over Africa. So then what happens is it starts to load in all the scenery for where your drone cam is in Africa, right? Where your drone is. And then what happens is that it then unloads all the scenery for where your plane is. So then when you then press the button to go back to your plane, there's no scenery around your plane anymore, and then it basically just flips your plane upside down because there's no scenery. Which is kind of like what happened to me, because I thought, you know, that they'd fixed that already for the in the beta, because a lot of people are moaning about, you know, you spawn the drone cam and it's spawning miles away from where the plane is. So I just was going, oh, I'll just go to drone cam, and then I was in the middle of nowhere, and then when I went back to my plane, all the scenery had unloaded and it just sort of like was upside down in the ground. So that's my excuse anyway. That's why my plane ended up upside down, and I said, oh, a good start to the day. Takes talent to program that badly, I know, right? Let's just hope that they actually don't have that when Sim Update 3 comes out properly, because there'll be a lot of people screaming probably, and otherwise. Right, anyway, almost at the drop off. You keep looking at prices. Yeah. Oh look, there's a boat here. I wonder where that's going. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to take that boat. I don't know where it's going though. It might be going somewhere really bad. Hey Makazi, how are you? I'm just dropping off this load of motorbike tyres, and then I'm gonna see where that boat's going, because I might take that boat. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing you can do for Flight Sim at the moment, even though it's not the Steam version, it's the Microsoft Store version, is I just got mine from CD Keys when it was like, I think I got the premium deluxe version for 70 quid, I think, instead of 129 or whatever it was. But I know some people want the Steam version, and I think the Steam version isn't cheap at the minute. Although, to be fair, I haven't really looked recently, so it might actually be on CD Keys quite cheap now, the Steam version, but... Right, anyway, let's have a look here. Well, the other only option if you want to play 2024 is just, you know, if you've got Game Pass. But then you won't only have the standard version, but at least it'll give you a chance to try it out. I'll have to check that again actually, Katie, now that you just reminded me. I have to see if they've got that thing back or not that they took down the other week, just in case it's up there again. Yeah, so I think that was about what I paid, I think, when I got it, something like that. It was like a Christmas present to myself, really. But Oh, yeah. It's really going back the other way. I don't really want to go back that way. If I can help it. I want to try and go to here. I don't really want to go back the way I've just come. Yeah, anyway, this is this side, right. So basically how it used to work, Katie, is this area around here used to be part of the Patreon. You know, if you were on a Patreon and you paid a few pounds per month or whatever, you'd get, like, you could download this map over here, and then there was this map down here as well. But now they've been incorporated, so the only map that you don't get is Patreon Island, which is that one there, which is only for patrons anyway. So, but everything else has been opened up now, so you can basically get everything. So we're down here, but it'd be nice if we can get something that's going over to that other island, which I've installed today. Now, I did used to have this island when I was a Patreon for a while, but obviously over time it got updated, and because it got updated, it was out of date, so it's nice that I can drive there again. I think there's a lot more roads on it now than what there was when I first downloaded it as well. Right, anyway, we're going to come out of here because we're just looking at jobs for what's in this place. If it wasn't for the fact that the boat literally is going back to where I just come from, I would have took the boat, but I don't really want to drive all the way back to where I've just been. So we'll see if there's any other jobs coming up. So we got pet food, canned beef, rice, wall panels, truck rims, beverages. Oh, beverages is good. Or reservoir tank. We can do that one, because that's taking me to that other island, you see. And it's much more interesting than that one, because that's almost like what I've just taken. So that one's obviously the best price per distance, but it's going back to where I've just come from. I'm just seeing if there's any more that's going to go over to that island. No, I think I'm going to do this one, which is the reservoir tank, and then we can go over to this island over here and see a bit of that. And then that'll be that for today, I think. Right, we've got to go into Sand Builders, so it's just over there, I can see it. I can already see my reservoir tank sitting over there. Don't know how we're getting in here though, but I guess it's just up here. Oh. Okay. Guess we got to come up to here. And then we can choose it in Freight Market. There we go. So part of this will be a ferry, I think. Or it could be a bridge. I don't know how you get across to that other island. I haven't been over there for a while. It could be a bridge or a tunnel, or it could be just a ferry. But we'll know when we get there what it's going to be. Hopefully there's no detours to make the journey a pain. Right, 58 kilometres says it's going to take 2 hours. Yeah, I think that's because it includes the ferry journey. So I'm guessing the ferry's probably an hour. probably. And over the grass a bit there, never mind. There's a spanner here as well. And I don't mean driving the truck, just in case you were thinking that. Seven kilometers. So I think the other island is a lot more tropical, I think, if I remember. I recognise some of those ship assets from the Calais-Duisburg road. Another coastal road then. Going to Arlandis. Not Stockholm, Arlandis though. Yeah, probably a good idea, Katie, I think. Don't know what this exclamation mark on the map means. Maybe it means CK's on his way. Or it might be a steep mountain slope or something. I don't know. Tunnel Stephen Jackson. Anyway, looks like we're coming off here. This might be the road that's going to a port or something. Another bridge. Chaseville and Denver. Interesting. Chaseville. On the D25 now. St. Silvestri Chapel discovered. Very hilly round here. Oh, that's a bit unfair. Not unless I had to stop at that one. That's most of my money gone now for the job. Oh dear, never mind. Oh, we're heading into some mountains. What are the drawbacks? I don't know, because I mean you've got to look at it from a VR standpoint, and I don't really know what the drawbacks are with the VR side of things still. So, I mean, for me, one of my drawbacks is that I still can't fly the 737 in it yet. But and also they've still got to sort out them VRAM issues, although to be honest for you it won't really be much of a problem. I think the VRAM issues are mainly for people that had like 16 gig VRAM or less. But the sim updates are fixing them, but still a few. And at the moment you can't download any scenery until sim update 3 comes out, so, or you know, from the game itself, you know, third party stuff you can have on your drive, but I'm talking about stuff that normally streams. But I mean the PMDG stuff's on 2024 now, so the 777 stuff I mean, so that was one drawback that's now been not a drawback anymore. Like I say, the best bet for you, as I said, is, you know, try it on Game Pass for a month, and then you'll know. But I'd wait until Sim Update 3 comes out, because then you know, to see how that is, and then you can try your PMDG 777 in it and everything, and then you can try VR in it, and then you can go, well, do I want to spend all this money on it yet? And then you can decide yes or no, I think. I don't know if they do their months for £1 anymore now. That's the trouble. They used to, but I think since they've changed a lot of things, and then they put the prices up. I think sometimes they might do it where you can get a. To be honest, though, if you look when you got your graphics card or whatever, don't they do things sometimes where you can get Game Pass with a code for a limited amount of time? I'm sure they used to do that sometimes with graphics cards or some things, where they would give away games, but sometimes you might have like a little scratch thing in there for Game Pass or something. Not always, but with a code in it. I think they still do the odd, like, you can try Game Pass out for a couple of weeks things for a certain amount of money. But as I said, I'll look again. No worries, Rosies. Thanks for popping in. I can have a look to see if that link still works. The last time I tried it, it said that this offer wasn't available at the moment, but I'll try it again, just in case it is. Oh, crap. I'm gonna be a bit naughty here. Nothing to see here. I got so excited by that bridge, I thought, oh, I'm going over a bridge, and then I realised that I was not supposed to go over the bridge, I was supposed to turn off just before it, but anyway. Castle up there. So yeah, this is the last job today for the stream. Not been too bad. Few bridges we've been over. I wonder how you get up there though. not sure how much of the journey is actually on the other island. We've got 34 kilometres left, so oh, okay. You just got to make sure that's also on the PC though, because I think for the PC they call it something else now, like call something. So you just got to make sure that isn't just for the Xbox and it's for the PC as well. Because without you to get it and then you go, oh, it only works on the Xbox. But if it works on both, then that's cool. But maybe, as I said, wait until Sim Update 3 comes out, which I don't know when it's out just yet. Could be 2 or 3 weeks away yet. So there's a good chance you could get the code today, and then you'd find that it ran out before you could try. But there's nothing to stop you trying Sim Update 2, of course, but Sim Update 16 is in beta as well for 2020. Don't know when that's due out. I'm guessing that's where the ferry is over there. I can see a ferry in the distance. I'm guessing that might be where we're heading to. Hey Jelly, nice map. Yeah, this is the most recent version that got updated. I think it was yesterday. They just added some more islands on here because some of the islands were originally for Patreons. But now he's opened up a lot of the islands now, so that if you don't have Patreon, you can still drive on them. So I think it's only Patreon Island, or whatever it's called now, that you still can't get unless you're a Patreon. But everything else is now been opened up to everyone. So we're driving to one of the maps that before you had to pay a certain amount per month to get the download for. So how are you anyway, Jelly? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing all right. You can get all the maps now on Truckee.io, and he's also done some other maps where basically they work on the base map, but they just open up some towns and cities, like for America Trucks. And I think he's started to do an American truck version of Grand Utopia as well. But so far, I think there's only like 10 miles of road so far, or 6 miles, something like that. I'm probably thinking in kilometres. Right, let's go over to this other island anyway. Right, so we're going over to Port Melly. Which which is going to take an hour or so. We've still got 17 kilometres left now. Oh, maybe I went the wrong way. I think I did. I think I was supposed to have gone to the right. Oops. Wonder if I can get in over here. Bit of a detour. Port Melly, the port on the telly. Yeah, I was thinking of Roger Melly. Yeah. Roger. Yeah, Roger Melly. So I haven't driven on this map for a while, because for about a couple of months I used to be on his Patreon, so I was able to download this map and play it, but obviously he's done quite a bit on it since, but now you can get it completely. To the dirt road. I can imagine Jelly's steering wheel right now would be going crazy. 2.0 on the Richter scale. We're live at Glastonbury, and then the screen would be shaking. Oh, Jelly's on Euro trucks again with his steering wheel. For some strange reason I thought I was going uphill, but literally the water's almost right next to us still. I mean, we are slightly going uphill now, but got a good 20 minutes of driving yet. Twitch TG25, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Playing a bit of Grand Utopia today on ETS2. Just 14 kilometres left to drive. But as it's a 1-to-1 scale map, still a little bit of driving left to do. You're French? Oh, nice. The person that made this map is French as well. A lot of French things on this map. Unfortunately, my French isn't very good, so yeah. Bonjour. That's about it. And I'm certainly not going to say au revoir yet, because that will sound rude, like saying goodbye. Salut. I don't know if you have Grand Utopia map. It's a freeware map for ETS2, 1-to-1 scale, fictional. Taking a one of these like reservoir tanks, I think they're called, a reservoir tank, yeah. Jelly. Yeah. Lots of houses on stilts here. Pretty decent though, doesn't it, really? There's even a bus stop there, look, if you want to drive your buses. Oh, that's a horse and cart ahead of me, so I've got to be careful. Very fast horse and cart. I can't seem to be catching it up. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully people will be able to do stuff with it, and then put some routes in on some of these third-party maps. Because I mean, you can use D-Bus at Grand Utopia, but you have to kind of know where the bus stops are, so you can sort of run it. But then if you don't know where the bus stop is, and the maps don't really help you. It's only on Truckers MP when you use D-Bus where they actually have the GPS trail in that you can follow, but oh, it's a truck with for some reason I thought there was a horse and cart ahead of me. I thought, wow, they're going fast, because I was doing like 60 kilometers an hour and I couldn't keep up with it. Oh, blimey. I think it's just a truck and some other bits. 8 kilometres left. Shergar, yeah, exactly. I think it was because there was a motorbike right behind it, and then it looked like the motorbike was like the back of the horse. Oh, we're supposed to be doing 50 here, CK. Drop there, you don't want to fall off there, do you? Are we there yet? I know. About 7 kilometres. Oh, someone's had an accident. I'm going to be stuck behind these for a bit. Puddles around here. I've got the police following me again. Just like yesterday. very colourful bridge. A little waterfall there. Oh, speeding. Oh no. Oh no. Been caught speeding. When he's supposed to be doing 30. So busy admiring the scenery, I wasn't looking at speed limits. I think most of my money for this job's gone on fines so far. Yeah, I just left them on for this profile jelly. Yeah, they've added quite a lot on here since I last come down on this island. Added a lot, a hell of a lot. There must be a hidden road there, isn't it? Maybe. We'll have a look at this viewpoint while we get there, see what that looks like. It's like my brilliant parking there. It's going to be a tailback. So what do we see? A lovely supermarket. And that's it, is it? Oh no. Trying to think which DLC they would have taken these assets from. The Greek one, maybe? I'm not sure. Although actually, saying that, the Greek one wasn't out when they took these. Maybe it's the other one, the one that's got Croatia and all that in it. Maybe Spain, bit of Spain maybe as well. Some of the south of France one. I mean the French one. I mean, I don't know. Oh, a bit of a tailback there now. Anyway, we're coming almost to the end now, so yeah, thanks for watching the stream, everyone. Be careful, CK. Oh god. Oh, almost did that. Almost destroyed my cargo then. So next time I'm on this map, this will be where I carry on from this place to see where we go from there. Almost cut me up there. Keyword almost. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see what it's going to be. Oh no, it's the other way. After all that, it was the other way round anyway. Ugh. What a numpty. Oh dear. Thought I was doing really well then, and then it was the other way round. Right, well, never mind. We'll just cut across the grass here and. I thought, I bet it's going to be one of those ones where I have to reverse in, and then it was just to go up here. Ugh, well, never mind. So that's what it normally ends up being, doesn't it? You end up, you're very good at reverse. Yeah. I know, see? All them times in train sim does have rewards. Right. What was coming up next anyway? Is there anything from here? Beans, straw bales. I'm just looking for the future. Plant substrate, oranges, prosciutto, a yacht, tomatoes. These are some of the things that you can look forward to next time, perhaps. I guess this one is the furthest one. The yacht, probably. Oh, the yacht's not too bad. I reckon the yacht would be quite fun, going along all these roads again. And it literally takes you to the port. So, anyway, that's for another time. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Katie Jellybean, Twitch TG26. Thank you for the follow. Wazzies and Makazi as well, and Carter earlier on in the stream. So yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll see you all another time. Have a nice weekend, whatever you're up to, and I'll yeah, see you again. Take care. I will be jelly. You too. You better be good too. Bye.